Made for Mission. Chapter 33, Made for Mission, Resisting Happiness by Matthew Kelly. What mission were you made for, or were you created for? My mission, I think my mission is in line with my passion. My passion is I grew up in a very strict religious environment, so my passion is to not to get out the message that religion is bad, but legalism is not in line with the relationship with God. I think religion holds people back from a relationship with God and makes the relationship with the church more important, or in place of the relationship with God. God created us all differently. There are no two persons alike. There might be two people with the same name, there might be twins, but everybody is different. So I believe what God may has planned for you may not be for me. What you may feel God is condemning you for might not be the same. Now, I'm not trying to say church is bad. I think churches are wonderful places to go and fellowship with other people who have the same mindset. But my passion is to get people more focused on having a relationship with God than focused on what religion they're in. And my second passion came through my termination by discrimination. My second passion is to get more minorities in higher positions in police departments and exposing police departments who are allowing things to go on in these departments that should not be. I really believe that it's a history behind police. Most people say, now I'm not saying these are facts, I have not researched this or anything, but I've heard, if I can gossip a little bit, that it went from slave catchers, and the slave catchers became the police. Basically, in certain situations, I can see how that was so in reality, based on things we know about our history. But I don't want to say that it's the case today. I want to say that we are evolving, and the more minority officers who have the courage to file a claim, then I think the less we will have to deal with those things that are going on within these police departments that should not be. Okay? I believe that some people may be dissatisfied with their life because they don't know what their mission is. And I sincerely believe that the only way for you to really know what your mission is to have a relationship with your higher being, with God. We're all, some people believe they're here to be served. I do not believe that I'm here to be served, but I'm here to be of a service. I am a servant. I'm a master servant. I'm a masterpiece. I'm a piece of the master. I come from the master, and I believe that God made an example of being the master servant by sacrificing his own son to die for our sins. God designed human beings for specific purposes. When we stray from them, things tend to go wrong, and we start to feel dissatisfied at best and miserable at worst. You were made for mission. You will never have lasting happiness until you realize this and act on it. I believe once we realize this, then it will allow me to become the best version of myself. I'm sorry if my camera's moving. I have 3 of my producers out here with me, Fendi Chai and Bruno, who were trying to help me produce this video. I am a profoundly good person. And I know that because I come from a profoundly good God. And you are also a profoundly good person. Just because you may do something bad, that is not who you are. That's what you did. But once you realize you also come from a profoundly good God, you realize how profoundly good you are. And once I realize that, then I know that I am powerful enough to execute the plan that God created me for. God is delighted with me. God is delighted at the fact that I want him to be delighted with me. before I complete or do or even start whatever it is that he wants me to do today, he's already delighted in the fact that I want him to be delighted with me. What are your talents? What are you really good at? How is God calling you to make the world and the church better through those talents? I believe that God speaks to us through our talents and allow us to use our talents to fulfill our purpose and to be of purpose for someone else. I was made from purpose, by purpose, for purpose, to be a purpose, to help someone else fulfill their purpose. Please say that again, because I don't even know what I just said, but you can rewind it. But that's what I really believe, that once we find out what our mission is, and it's in line with our passion, our mission and our passion, both together. And there can be two of the same people with the same passion, but we may be called to do it differently. There's nothing wrong with that. We can work together or work separately and get the same things done. I think it's, I don't want to say illegal anymore. I think it's wrong. I think you're living your life not being the best version of yourself. Well, I think I'm not being the best version of myself when I'm doing something that is not in line with my purpose. You ever seen anybody like these memes on social media when they're using something for something else that it wasn't designed to do? Like, what's one of those memes? Like I seen a shopping cart, and somebody used the shopping cart to use it as a grill. The shopping cart was not designed to be used as a grill. It was designed to be used as a shopping cart. So they're using the shopping cart outside of its purpose. Even though it may do what you may want it to do at that time, it's not going to sustain or fulfill the purpose you are trying to use it for, because it wasn't designed to do that. And I remember seeing another meme, which was foolish. This guy used a laundry basket and turned the water hose on to try to fill the laundry basket up with water. That would never happen. It would never fulfill, because the laundry basket has holes in it, and it was not designed to be used to be filled up with water. Now, I don't know what this guy's particular purpose was for doing that, or if he was even thinking at all. But it's the same way with ourselves. If I am doing something that's not my purpose, it may substantiate me for a while or something like that. But until I get my purpose in line with my passion, in line with my mission, then whatever I'm doing is really not allowing me to be the best version of myself. And while I'm doing that, I have to realize, am I running away from something, or am I running to something? You know, and think about that when you think about your passion and your mission. Is it causing you to run away from something or run to something? And I want to be an atmosphere changer. Every time I enter any environment, without me having to say or do anything, just presence, my pleasant presence will change the atmosphere, because I'm in alignment with my purpose. Okay? You were made for mission. It's time to let your light shine. You cannot be happy focused on yourself. You were made for mission. It's deep within you. Only by serving others in a meaningful way do we truly discover the happiness we yearn for so unrelentingly. What mission do you think God is calling you to now in your life? Don't get caught up in what He might have been calling you to in the past, or what He might call you to in the future. Just write down His invitation to you today as you best discern it. All we have is this present moment. There's nothing in the past I can change, and I can't do anything about the future. All I have is this present moment, and I'm going to be graceful and thankful and merciful to God for this moment. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for turning on that notification bell. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. All is well. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And may my hope prove that God is good.